for Akademiks, and check it out now. President Donald Trump has a weird ring to it, but I'm pretty sure we'll get used to it over 4 years now. He has a habit of tweeting out his emotions, okay? I guess when he about to, go to sleep, it's kind of like Rev Run at the end of his little sitcom when he did have a little show on TV where he used to tweet from a bathtub. It appears Donald Trump, before he goes to sleep every fucking night, he sends out a bunch of tweets, and the next day he does press conferences about him, okay? This time he sent out one about Chiraq. Now, he actually sent out a tweet that said if Chicago doesn't fix the horrible carnage going on, 228 shootings in 2017 with 42 killings, up 24% from 2016, I will send in the feds. Now, let me let y'all know this, okay? Chicago is completely out of control. Completely fucking out of control, okay? The murder rate alone in Chicago in 2015 is ridiculous. It was actually one that was not seen in decades, okay? So basically, given that, all right, if you're wondering how many murders happened in Chiraq in 2016, 762. Fucking ridiculous, okay? It was 500, 500. One time it dropped to almost like the high 400s. That's like about 8 years ago. Then it was 500, 500. Then all of a sudden last year, shit shot up to 762. Now, there's a problem going on in Chicago, okay? Bottom line, the savages, they have no leash, no filter. They only got pistols. Everybody getting clapped, okay? And here's the thing about it, because before people would say, oh, it's the music. Now, niggas like Chief Keef, they've moved out. People like Lil Durk, he still lives in Chicago, but he's not really the presence he once was, or he's not terrorizing, quote, unquote, the block that he used to rock with. So basically, man, the people who they used to blame all this shit on, these niggas are out of here or they're dead. Now, these other people who are doing the crime, they ain't interested in no type of music. They ain't interested in no type of selling drugs or making money. They only interested in smoking packs. Now, let's actually talk about sending the feds in. Would that even do anything? In all honesty, when Donald Trump alludes to sending in the feds, basically he's talking about some form of martial law, basically putting curfews in and basically almost sending like the military there to say, hey, deal with these motherfuckers that are doing the killing. Now, here's the thing about Chicago. It's a weird dynamic. There's places in Chicago safe as a motherfucker. No crime. Shit. I mean, the only crimes there are literally like traffic crimes. Okay, no real serious crimes happen there. Okay, now you might be saying, what? No, this is no. Chiraq is only a small portion of Chicago, right? So basically, all these killings aren't happening all throughout Chicago. It's only happening in the neighborhoods where it's mostly populated by Black Americans. So again, and not only Black Americans, it's poor Black Americans. We could even remove the black, just poor Americans, okay? The poorest regions in Chicago, that's where Chiraq is. That's where the crime is. Okay, if you look at the map, it's easy to tell. So how could you send the feds into Chicago without targeting certain areas? It basically brings up a civil rights concern because you're going to have to then put a federal mandate out to specifically target African-American communities, not only to police them heavily, because that's been going on, but you're going to be sending armed forces and other federal resources to police and also militarize those minority communities. It will not play well. I can't see that happening. I guess I could see it happening because he technically could do it and Donald Trump could do anything he wants. However, I don't see it playing too well in the media. Not that he gives a fuck about the media. I don't see it playing too well with the minority community. Not that he really gives a fuck about the minority communities. I just don't see people liking it. However, maybe that's what he thinks will help. Will it help? I don't know. Because, again, it's not like the military or the police can't maybe make sure there's safe zones within Chiraq. However, if somebody want to kill somebody else in Chiraq, they're going to do it because most of these are revenge killings. And again, it keeps going up and up and up because when somebody in your family get killed, you about to go do some retaliation. So again, even if you police the streets, if niggas want to kill each other, they are going to kill each other. I think there is a more systematic approach, including more policing. I wouldn't say military action, but more policing, definitely heavier policing. Shit. And this is one word people don't want to hear, or one term. People don't want to hear stop and frisk. But shit, man, if everybody got a gun in Chiraq, maybe we got to think about it. But we also got to include and try to pool pool up the resources in Chiraq that we could get the people who are actually broke and the people who are in desolate living conditions that they could possibly change their life, because this is a cycle, right? Because you got to think about it. If this much niggas are getting killed on the daily, apparently over like 40 something already, they're outpacing the fucking days, okay? If you don't know, I'm doing this video on the 24th of January, only 24 days into January, and actually 37 homicides have been ruled in Chiraq, okay? Of course, there have been other deaths, but they haven't been ruled as murders. So it's getting out of control. And Trump is threatening to send in the feds, but I don't think the feds would really do as much or would handle the situation as it needs to handle. But listen, we can't rule it out because these savages out of control, okay? These savages out of control, all right? You guys weigh in the comment box. Listen, it's a catch-22. Can you really say, oh, this is racist? Because the facts are there, right? These niggas are killing each other at an alarming rate, right? And I've been telling people to move, right? A lot of people can't move. So if the federal government try to help out, even though they're probably going to have to target African-American communities, it's like, what do you want? Do you want to be not targeted but allow the killing? Or do you want some type of targeting that you could get the problem fixed, and then hopefully after the problem is fixed, you get more resources there, then you could back off the feds or back off the police or whoever. It is what it is, man. You got to approach it with something that actually has results more than just trying to do it like every other region, because Chiraq ain't motherfucking New York City, okay? And actually, New York City, the cops be on niggas' ass, okay? But Chiraq ain't any other city. These niggas are out for blood, okay? And it's something that it's really mental. I mean, it's a cycle, all right? So get in the comment box what you guys like. I want to hear you guys' response to all of this. Get in the comment box. I will be reading